Welcome to another episode of Industrial Amputation, where you may always expect the unexpected. Not frequently, we are blessed with a band who brings whiffs of talking heads, Frank Zappa, art, punk, metal, classical, chamber, opera, music, all a true genre-defying art project. And I am 100% here for it when that happens. And folks, it has happened. Today, we are privileged to have with us New York City-based composer, bass player, and vocalist, artist extraordinaire, Mr. David Roush of the incredible Ecce Shnak. Am I pronouncing all that correctly?
Perfect. Nailed it.
Excellent. Excellent. David, thank you so much for being here today and for your flexibility on the last time we had this thing scheduled. Really appreciate it. How are you doing today, man?
Life is a mix. I'm waiting to get on the ferry to go to Governor's Island in New York City. Life is a mix.
Yeah,
Good things, bad things, mediocre things, but
yeah.
I'm on the better side of the mix today.
That's
How,
fucking
Great to
awesome. I'm
hear.
glad
how
to hear
about
it.
you? How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm out in Seattle. We're fighting the good fight. Waiting for our turn in the menagerie of stupid that's going on. And uh, yeah. So
Very
anyway, let's jump past that and get into some questions real quick. We're going to be on a quick one today. You've got some things to get to, and we appreciate that. We'll definitely want to have you on again because I know that we're not going to get through everything today. But Ecce Shnak seems to be some fun had with regards to the to where the name is derived from what I've seen so far. Would you care to add to the mythos? Give us a rundown of the name and how it came to be?
sure. The shorthand answer is Ecce Schnock means, hey, look at this. Ecce in Latin means behold, and Schnock is a word that means whatever you want it to.
I like
Uh,
that.
so there's many other layers to the lasagna, to the iceberg, whatever it is.
Yeah,
To pick your metaphor.
it's a
Um,
lasagna iceberg. Yeah.
yeah, the icy lasagna, gross. But so Ecce Homo was the there are two important meanings to the phrase Ecce Homo. One is the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche used that name for his autobiography. And I love Nietzsche. He's a
Yeah,
fascinating writer and a very interesting person.
yeah,
So I had the word schnock when I was growing up, and I used it all throughout my early 20s. And then a dear friend suggested when I was thinking of the name for the band, he's like, "What about Ecce Schnock?" Because he knew I was a Nietzsche
oh.
guy. Um, so, it's a stridently difficult to pronounce, spell, and understand name. But I guess I put myself in other artists with challenging names. Talib Kweli. He wrote
Yeah.
a song about his
Oh yeah. No,
his
I've got one of their albums too. Yeah,
yeah.
it's good stuff.
You
Good
pronounce
stuff.
the name Kweli. Any questions? You know, he
Yeah.
he um he just talks about it flat out. My name is unlike other names, but this is my name. And I guess I've just sort of grown into that being the name of the band. I don't even want to say for better or for worse
Yeah.
because it's the name. So,
Yeah. No.
you know.
I freaking dig it. And I picked
All
this up at
right,
the
that's
show.
bullshit.
This is
Okay,
fucking fantastic, man.
hell yeah.
And
Hell yeah.
yeah. Yeah, no, I noticed afterwards, after I had spent all my money, Space Hog and EMF and everything, all the merch there. I noticed you guys had a vinyl, and I was like, so I'll be getting back in to get that piece of vinyl at some point. So
We can send you something. We'd
I,
send you.
yeah, no, that would be awesome. Joey, you want the next one?
Sure. So please introduce us to the band. Who's on first and so forth, and what do they each do?
Well, so that we're a quintet. I'm the dude voice, the bassist, and the writer of the music. There's this fantastic contralto named Bella Comodromos, who's our contralto singer. She
Yeah.
herself is also an incredible composer of her own music.
Oh,
Her
wow.
her act is called Bellalitza, Bella space Litsa. You should check her music out. It's phenomenal. Uh,
Litsa?
Litsa, yes. And
Excellent.
then we have two incredible guitarists, dude named Chris, dude named Gannon. They are both space melters par excellence with their hands, but
Yeah.
also extraordinary uh, users of their pedal boards. And um, I know one of the kindest and most fascinatingly, interestingly dudes ever, who also happens to be one of the best drummers in the world, named Henry. So that's our quintet.
And you guys are absolutely stunning on stage. I am just absolutely mind blown.
You're making me
Uh,
blush. You're making me blush.
so I get the distinct air of art school, like any great art band exudes. Is that how you guys came together?
Well, we are all, yes, you smell us correctly. We
Okay.
think of that. Hopefully not too badly. All of us
No,
are.
in all the right ways, man.
Okay,
Like
perfect.
Adrian Belew,
All
Tina
right,
Weymouth,
all right.
yeah,
Big Adrian. Yeah.
yeah,
Yes. We are all music nerds of different kinds. None of us went to the same schools, but we've dipped into the same traditions and
yeah,
studies. And there's probably a little bit more of a jazz tradition than classical. I'm a little more from the classical tradition, um, but everybody kind of is inheriting different parts of that. In the 21st century,
oh,
we are on this Tower of Babel, which that's for better or for worse, for sure. And on the better
yeah,
side, you inherit the wisdom of all these traditions, and you get to try to drink them all in and understand them, and to the best as you can, honor them and synthesize them. So,
yeah.
yeah,
That's awesome. So just speaking of jazz, Miles Thelonious, do you have a
I wouldn't dare choose between the two. I think, um,
that's the right answer.
That is the
yeah,
right answer.
I think. I mean, I don't know what Thelonious Monk was like as a guy. Most people are complicated. I've heard
Yeah,
Miles Davis was a tough hang. If I
yeah,
had to choose between the two in terms of who to hang out with, it'd probably be Thelonious Monk. But
yeah,
I wouldn't choose between the two
yeah,
in their beauty and their importance as
yeah.
composers.
There's not much I wouldn't give to spend about 15 minutes with his son and just have a conversation with him about life and the world and whatnot. So, yeah. So it's written that, let me see if I've got this right. The group is known for its high wire sonic performance, where intense musicality and a touch of madness exist in perfect, precarious balance. Now, I have firsthand knowledge of this, having had my brain melted at the Neptune. That was freaking awesome. I believe my comment to you was something to the along the lines of Talking Heads smash his head on into Neurosis,
Mm.
and thank you for a hell of an experience for one. But how was the tour? Did you guys get on well with the rest of the bands?
It was so wonderful. It was 15 days of the best day of my life. And yeah, um, it's weird to go from knowing a musical act as the band that has played the song you've heard and loved, and then you meet them and they're just people,
Yeah,
and lovely people, and uh,
very. Yeah.
we're about to we just got word that EMF is having us for 6 days in the UK in the beginning of June.
Nice.
Oh, hell,
So
congratulations, man.
I know it's a great honor.
Give them a big hug for me, please,
I will
and
do
for
that.
Levi.
I will do that.
Yeah, we
Yes,
love those guys. Yeah.
I will do that.
Your Bandcamp page states your songs are about love, sex, death, change, bravery, and food. Why do you feel these are intriguing topics to touch upon?
I think maybe I'll say what I said when Joe asked me how I was. Life is a mix. Maybe I should update that. I think that we might as well throw the word politics in.
Yeah.
Um, but life is a mix, and those are all important ingredients in it, unavoidable ingredients in our fates, whether we have a good time with them, a bad time with them, a mediocre with time with them. There are maybe I should have included cowardice too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, life is a mix, and I think I guess those phrases. I think love and death are the ones that are jumping out to me. Um,
Mhm.
I think we would be much more kind and dignified toward each other if people had a more gracious acceptance of mortality, and if we could process the reality of that without demonizing others or despising ourselves for aging, or despising other people for aging, or despising other people for looking differently than we do, or
Yeah.
behaving, praying differently than we do. Um, and so I think love and death, those are the ones that at the moment on that old list jump out to me. But when I
Yeah.
update it, I'm going to throw the goddamn P word in there,
Yeah.
politics,
Yeah.
because you can't avoid it,
It's
unfortunately.
definitely a four-letter word anymore.
As you were saying, Joe, can't
Yeah.
avoid it.
Yeah. Like death and taxes. Yeah. It's great that we've built this world where we literally could be sustainable just by existing, but we've decided that no, there's a price tag on everything. And humans. It's a great thing. I mean, we've got our pluses, but we've certainly got our minuses. And yeah. So now your latest release coming out or that dropped in August, Backroom Sessions, a four-song EP. Behind the boards, you've got Jeff Lucci recording and producing Nicholas Vernace, Animal Collective, Deer Hunter, Wild Nothing, War on Drugs, and mastered by Grammy Award-winning engineer Joe Laporta from David Bowie and The Weeknd, Vampire Weekend. Did you get any personal time with these guys?
Well, actually, that is Shadows Grow Fangs. The
Oh,
Backroom
was it? Okay.
Sessions was a different crew. Um, that was much more shot from the hip. But Shadows Grow Fangs had that cast, and the answer is yes. Jeff Lucci is a precious friend of mine, an extraordinary talent, an incredible musician and engineer and producer, and
Yeah.
so he's been instrumental to me as a writer, as a recording person, etc. And then I had the great honor to hang with Nicholas Verns as well, at his home in Pioneer Town, California, which is a beautiful lunar landscape with breathable air. And you drive like a mile an hour on those roads because the rocks are
Yeah.
all over the place, and he's the coolest, uh, soft-spoken, cool guy cowboy I've ever met.
Oh, wow.
And he smokes cigarettes while he's engineering, and he's a French dude, and he's over his shoulder, and it's like a beautiful, it's
Oh, that's
wonderful when
awesome.
like people are beautiful archetypes. So he's like the coolest French guy, archetype, and his home is gorgeous, and we spent several days doing a final mix in that place. I hung out with this wonderful family, cute ass dog. They made the hell
Oh,
out
that's
of
awesome.
dinner. So yeah, it was a great thing. I have not yet met Joe, but maybe that's down the line for me.
Well, hopefully so, man. I mean, the pedigrees are intense right there. So, anything that you happen to walk away from this with, experience wise?
Yeah, I think when you work with people that really understand you, it feels like a religiously precious moment. You know, in the mix of life, all the horrors and injustices and chaos, sometimes for an instant and for sometimes longer than an instant, they are redeemed for us individually and even as groups of people sometimes when you have a beautiful relationship with somebody where you finish each other's sentences, whether you're telling jokes, talking about fears and anxieties, talking about what pisses you off, talking about what comforts you, the sense of, holy crap, how did we meet each other? If there's any meaning to the word miraculous, it is you. And so I've been very lucky with the people that I've met and worked with in that way. So I think just
That's
the
awesome.
that precious thing of beautiful relationships. That's
Yeah.
one of the main things I would say I've taken away.
You just really, this is completely off topic of everything we've got in the script, but the what you just said reminded me of a song. Do you know the Water Boys?
I don't know them.
Okay, there's a song called The Whole of the Moon, and it's basically about somebody that can, everybody else sees the crescent, but this guy sees the whole of the moon. And I've always wanted to meet the person that song was written about.
Wow.
So, that's where that takes me. So
I
thank
gotta
you for that.
check that out. Water
Yeah.
Boys, Hole of the Moon. I'll check that out.
Yeah, it's a song came out back in I think 85, 86 on the I believe it's the World Party album. But yeah, it's a great song. So, Joey.
Yeah, you don't shy away from hard subjects, but rather attack them with humor, grace, and abject artistic integrity. What are some of the themes and subjects closest to your heart and why?
I would say the again, friendships are extremely important. Um, and I think, yeah, I'll go back to death. There's a song on our upcoming full length. We're gonna release an album this spring. There's a song called Three Anxieties, Human, Canine, and Feline.
Oh
So the
wow.
song is a complicated study of what it feels like for me anyway to be a human being processing death, and then what I try to infer and interpret my dog Joey and my cat, previously my cat Pico, but she has since died since I wrote
Oh, I'm so
about
sorry,
her.
man.
Well, thank you,
Yeah.
and ashe ashe to the cat Pico.
Yeah.
But now that my new cat Billy, the song is a my own experience meditating on death, and then imagining what the dog and the cat feel about it too.
Yeah.
And the refrain that we sing in the beginning. We actually started the set with it, that you saw.
Yeah.
The refrain is life itself, a fatal blow. Could you say you'd will it so? And we sing that over and over.
Yeah.
And yeah, I said this in another interview recently. I think one of the most confused group of weirdos running and ruining the world these days are the people trying to become immortal.
Yeah.
I am. I don't want to die anytime soon, but man, being immortal would be way worse than dying. Imagine,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
it would be way
Yeah.
worse.
Queen wrote a song about that. It's in a
Which,
movie called Highlander.
all right, all right, all right, all right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I mean, imagine, what are you gonna do? Smoke cigars for the rest of eternity? Are
Yeah.
there are if nobody else is immortal, who are you going to abuse and enslave uh to keep your bullshit tech empire
Yeah.
along? Everyone else is
Seems
gonna.
like they're going to look for space people.
So
Yeah, what a mad world we live in, man. So, so seeing influences referenced by the band, we've got Dillinger Escape Plan, Deerhoof, Gogo Bordello, love them. Parch, The Roots, The Clash, Queen, Black Star, Buzzcocks, Bjork. What was a young David listening to when he was growing up before he had gotten fully
good,
developed?
good. When I'm 40 years old, now that I'm 40 years old, I have sloughed off any kind of uh cringe about this. When I was
Yeah.
a young guy, the first time I heard 311, I thought aliens had really come to the Earth
Oh,
and
wow.
were making the coolest party music I'd ever heard. I had barely even heard metal or hip hop at that time, and in their own goofball and really, I think, pretty still compelling way, they somehow synthesized those. And so, you know, the 40-year-old Dave is nothing without the 10-year-old Dave. So I must honor that
Exactly.
music
Exactly.
that I was heard when I was a young guy. And then when I was a little older, I fell in love with Fish. Um, so sometimes people compare us to Frank Zappa. Got mad
Hmm.
love for Frank Zappa, a lot of respect for him. But I did come to him after I was a Fish guy, and
Yeah.
they obviously come right out of Zappa also.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Um, and then uh, another young Dave band was System of a Down, and
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
unfortunately, their drummer has drank the MAGA Kool-Aid, which is completely psychotic. But
Yeah.
whatever, I'm going to separate the art from that particular member of the band and say
Yeah.
I still love their music tremendously, and their vocalist Serge Tankian,
Surge, yes. Yeah.
he's a real visionary and technical athlete, and
Yeah.
and a quite a solid poet as well.
And
So
from
yeah, those are
everything I can see, just a solid human being as well,
yeah.
which is very admirable. And yeah, so that's fucking awesome. With the brilliant mastery of genres to choose from, does this also lend itself to collaboration?
Actually, that's a great thing you ask, because we just we meaning the other singer Bella and I just recorded backup vocals for a new EMF song
Oh,
called
no.
LGBTQ, uh, and it's a song in solidarity with queer community worldwide, as they're another group of people who are being targeted by the
Mhm.
cruel, idiotic tyrants running and ruining the
Yeah.
world. But
Yeah.
they wrote this badass mid-tempo, like tude laden dance track. That's like most of their music. Tude laden dance music, attitude laden dance music with sick attitude.
Yeah. So
And
someone told me backstage of that one that you guys were going to be doing one with them. Yeah.
yeah, and so they had us perform that with them on the third show of the tour and every night after that.
Hmm.
And it was such a fun experience for all of us that they had us uh, drop those vocals in on this track, and
Yeah.
I think they're about to release it.
Yeah.
So sorry for
Fingers crossed.
sorry for if I'm blowing up some secrets, guys.
Well, they still
Cross
have
all
to get over here and be on the show too. So, so yeah, we'll give them a chance. So, my God, man.
David,
So,
what's
go
the
ahead, Joey.
earliest memory of art having a profound effect on you?
Great question. Ah, okay. I'll try this one out. When I was 6 or 7 or 8 years old, I was at, is it Three Guys Diner or Five Guys Diner way uptown
Yeah.
with my dad, and Robin Williams was there.
Oh, wow.
And my dad and I had been watching Aladdin and Mrs. Doubtfire uh, incessantly as my parents were getting divorced, which is a weird thing with the Mrs. Doubtfire thing. Anyway, um, and Robin Williams is there, and young people don't have a filter of embarrassment that we grow into later. So
Right.
I just had a very earnest compliment that I needed to give Robin Williams, and I said, I don't know if I called him Mr. Williams. I might have, but I just said, I shook his hand, and as I was shaking his hand, I said, "Your performance in Aladdin was incredible." With such a straightforward, not fucking it all around at all face. And I swear, I remember him both being very flattered and being very amused at the same time, and just saying thank you.
That is
And
beautiful.
um,
Wow.
and yeah, it's very beautiful. Like, obviously, his sad fate. Um,
Yeah.
to think back in that moment, it's more meaningful because of that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I
Wow.
think he comforted so many people through his brilliance, all
Yeah, he
his
did.
flaws notwithstanding.
Yeah.
So,
No, the throbbing python of love. That was big in my world. I used to lip sync that when I was little, and yeah, fun times, man. That's awesome. So, Davey, considering what I imagine is a massive musical collection in your head, and the fact that I myself am similar in that regard, I find my favorites tend to be whatever I'm listening to at the moment, since there's just so much to choose from. I would be very interested to hear if you have a desert island list of your own, or is it just too massive and kind of you just kind of whatever's playing?
uh, I definitely jump onto different stuff at different times. Um, I decided to check out the new Cardi B album earlier. That was great. You want to dance and
Yeah, yeah.
laugh at her potty mouth and her braggadocio.
Yeah.
Check out the new Cardi B record. It's killing.
Okay. Fucking
Um,
right on, man.
New Cardi B. There's also the singer and composer. I think he plays guitar too. Gordy Greep.
I'm not familiar.
Geordie space Greep, as in parrot, Gordy Greep.
Okay.
Got to get that man on your
Okay.
queue. I When I first heard it, again, I said this to somebody else recently. When I first heard it, I was like, "Oh shit, I should stop writing music because this guy's doing whatever I'm doing way better," which is a ridiculous, mistaken thing to think. And I didn't let my joy get stolen by my jealousy. I shook it off and I listened, and I was like, "This is okay, fine in like a general sense. All
Yeah.
right, there's like some kinship with the music, but you guys are doing like different enough things. You have the rest of your music to write. He has the rest of yours." And when I had that thought to myself, I then just listened to it for a whole I had a long drive that I was on, and I was just stunned with this brilliant writing musically, but he's also just a fantastic lyricist. Um, there's a
Okay.
lot of lyrics. There's kind of like Elvis Costello length, 6-verse songs, but almost every lyric is intelligible in the mix of big songs with wild, sometimes crazy chord changes or harmony or whatever. Somehow every lyric comes out clearly, and the lyrics are subtle and strange enough that you don't know exactly what he's talking about, but they're clear enough that you get a hunch. So much so that I cried at least 2 or 3 times on that drive
Oh,
because
wow.
it just kicked so much ass, and
Yeah.
it's not like very sad music. They're like quite sad lyrics, or just intense, powerful lyrics. Um, but it was also just like, holy shit, this rules.
Oh,
And
man.
then another new artist that I want to shout out, Ecca Vandal, kind of like Ecce Shnak, ECCA space VANDAL. She's not new. I think the first record she might have dropped in 2019, but she's got a lot of big
Okay.
stuff coming. So Eka Vandal, incredible mix
Just
of
Z as in zebra or V as in vandal?
Vandal. Sorry,
Okay.
V as in Vandal.
Okay.
Um,
Excellent. I want to make sure I've got that.
yeah, yeah. So her shit is like somehow a mix between Fugazi and Santa Gold or MIA. She's
Oh,
like
wow.
a sick MC, like really talented rapper, but also like has an incredible throat. Scream wise, she can really belt it, a
Wow.
good scream, and she's also a really talented singer too. So the music is a mix of like punk rock, hip hop, dance music, different folk styles from around the world. So
Yeah. Oh,
Eka
that sounds
Vandal,
awesome.
yeah,
Right on. Have you heard of K Tempest?
I have not.
Go find K Tempest.
Well,
If you've got any appreciation for MIA at all, you're really, really going to be blown away by K Tempest. So, yeah. Okay. How are we doing on time, Joey?
Last one.
Last one? All right. Let's see. David, do you have anything else you'd like to talk about or promote today?
sure. We're releasing a full length album sometime this spring. We're knocking down the exact dates, but the album will be called Dandy. Excuse me, world. Excuse me. The ferry is about to arrive. The album is called Dandy Variances.
Okay.
And be about 12 tracks. We'll figure out what the B-sides are and all that. But we're very, very excited about it. And I also want to plug again my uh, co-singer Bella's solo project,
Yeah.
Bella Litza. Um, she's a Greek lady, but I think Italian men in their
Yeah.
60s, all of them will fall in love with her as soon as they meet
Uh,
her.
yeah, it'd be easy to do. She's pretty freaking awesome, man.
Yeah, like supermodel
And
work.
those pipes are just
Yeah.
incredible. Holy shit.
Yes, and she's one of the best like I guess in the sense of um, art, music, singer, songwriter, art rock, I just I feel unbelievably honored to be in her band and for her to sing the music. It's another like miraculous relationship. So I really want to plug her. Um, and uh, and then check out the new EMF single. Spoilers, LGBTQ, and yes, those are the main things I want
Excellent.
to shout out.
Excellent. David, thank you so much, man. It's been an absolute fucking blast getting to know you better. It's good to see you again for sure. Thank you so much for indulging us.
Appreciate you much. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries, man. Absolutely. Screamers and whisperers alike out there, please get on over to Bandcamp and EcceShnak.com. Show these guys some love. Be ready for the band's upcoming full-length album, Dandy Variances, slated for release next spring. You will not be disappointed. And if you have a chance to see these guys on the road, get your fucking ass out there because holy shit. Absolutely incredible. Kiddos, this brings us to the end of another episode dedicated as ever to our dear friend Jason Lupo. May he rest in peace. Also dedicated to Charles Levi, our co-host with the most. Gang, please don't forget to share the fundraiser. And please, we need donations and we very much appreciate your assistance and continued support on that. The world is chaotic. Our brains are feeling the strain. Our bodies, the effects of prolonged stress. Our hearts are all hurting. Grace is not just needed right now. It is absolutely essential to our survival. Be good to each other. Don't lash out. Please let the ego go. If you're hurting, reach out. You are more important than you know. And I promise you, if you could see yourself through the eyes of those who love you, you wouldn't allow your brain to be the massive dick it can be. I know I would like to climb inside this skull every once in a while and kick my brain right in the dick. We're really and truly all in this together. Please let's act like it and support each other, please. Love, hugs, and belly rubs, everyone. Cheers.
Big up.